Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this session. So, today's session, I would be talking about AI techniques. One of the AI techniques that is RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. And in the RAG, Augmented Generation, and it's a hybrid approach that combines retrieval based method with generative models to improve the quality and relevance of AI generation content. Having said that, how exactly RAG model works? Here there is a component. Retrieval component perspective. It first retrieves a relevant document or information from a large knowledge base or based or data set. This could be done using search techniques like nearest neighbor search to find the most relevant data points based on the query or prompt. Then about component, a generation model like GPT or similar transformer or a based model used the retrieval information and to generate more contextually relevant, accurate, and coherent response or content. RAG allows an AI system to look up information for a database before generating an answer, making it more knowledgeable and context aware. Moving on, RAG allows AI system to look up information from database before generating an answer, making it more knowledgeable and context aware. This leads to more accurate and informed outputs, specifically in tasks like question answering, summarization, and context generation. The relevant retrieval augment generation RAG model works by combining two main components, retrieval and generation. Here is a step by step breakdown of how it works. As part of input query, the process starts with an input query, or prompts from the user. This can be a question, task description, or any other type of request that system needs to generate it content from. Then moving on to retrieval step. Retrieval as part of retrieval step, the retrieval components searches a large knowledge base or document stored to find relevant information. This store can con- contain a wide range of document such as web page, articles, or specialized knowledge sources. Retrieval typically involves method like a vector search, where the query is transformed into vector and then closed vector representing the most relevant documents are retrieved. Tools like FACES, Facebook AI similarity research can be used to perform this efficient search. suffices. So it's a Facebook AI similarity search. This step helps to generate external information that the generative model might not have direct learned during its, its training phase. Moving on to combine retrieved information with query. Once the retrieval process is complete, the retrieved documents are sent along with the original query to the generative model. These documents contains content or data that could help answer the query. The retrieval information is combined with the query to give the model additional context for generating a model accurate and relevant response. As part of generation step, the generative model step the generative models such as transformer based model like GPT process both the original query and the retrieved documents. The generative model uses this combined input to generate coherent response based on the new augmented context. The model might use techniques like attention mechanism to focus on most relevant part of the retrieved document and while generating the answer. Then comes output response, the final output. The model produces the final output, which could be the answer to the question, a summary of the retrieved information, or a piece of generated content. Since the retrieved step helped provide more relevant data, the generated content tends to be more informed and accurate. Moving on, and the key advantages of RAG: improved accuracy. Eh, The generative model can draw from a large and more diverse set of external knowledge, making it less relevant on what it is learned during training. Up to date information, since the system can retrieve recent or specialized data, it can be offered answers that are more current or domain specific. Then comes to better handling of rare or niche topics. If the more if the mode or is unfamiliar with the topic, retrieval helps in access relevant information, improving its ability to generate meaningful responses. For example, query the model. What is the weather like in Tokyo today? Here is how the RAG model would work. Retrieval. As part of retrieval, the model retrieves relevant information about Tokyo current weather form from reliable sources like weather website or database. Generation part, the model uses the retrieved weather data to generate an accurate response like the weather is Tokyo. The weather in Tokyo today is sunny with high or high of 18 degrees centigrade and low of 10 degrees centigrade. By using this hybrid approach, RAG enables generative AI system to provide more precise and contextually relevant answers, leveraging both the retrieval and generation capabilities. Now, moving on to use cases where we can talk about different use cases for different categories like question answering system, then document summarization, and knowledge base augmentation for chatbots, personalized content generation, medical diagnosis support, code generation debugging, and legal document analysis, education and tutoring perspective, then research and assistance, e-commerce search and recommendation. So these are the some of the categories under which various use cases are mentioned, provided over here about the RAG system, which is much more relevant and as part of RAG AI techniques. And I would be going in detail about what all the challenges in RAG system in later session. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome again. And let me continue on the same session which I was talking about RAG system, that is retrieval augmented generation. So I would be going in detail about the various use cases is regarding RAG system, RAG AI technique. As part of this retrieval augment generation RAG system, uh, so the, so I will be going in detail about the various use cases. The first one, which I would be talking about, the category for question answering system. In this case, in these use cases, customer service bots, personalized assistant, and search engine can benefit generally from RAG. How exactly it works? Instead of relying closely on the pre-trained model's knowledge, which might be outdated or limited. RAG allows the model to retrieve real-time information from the relevant documents or database before generating a precise answer. This makes its position to answer more complex niche or real-time questions. For example, virtual assistant answering questions like what is the latest news on climate change, or what was the COVID-19 travel restriction for Europe, by retrieving up-to-date information from the trusted source. Moving to another category, that is document summarization. In this type of you know, use cases, yeah, automatically summarizing large amount of text from a research paper, answer news articles or legal documents. How how exactly it works related with document summarization. RAG can retrieve specific sections of text or article that are relevant to summary. Eh, then use generative capabilities is to produce concise yet informative summary. This is particularly useful when dealing with the lengthy document that covers a wide array of topics. Example, summarizing a detailed research paper about medical breakthrough by retrieving and summarizing key findings and conclusions while ignoring irrelevant section. Moving on to another category, that is knowledge base augmentation for chatbot. In this use case, um, enhancing chatbot interaction with broader dynamic knowledge beyond this static training data. How exactly it works? A chatbot produced by RAG can retrieve relevant FAQs, product details, or even in a internal company documents to provide more accurate responses instead of relying on pre-programmed responses. The bot can pull the latest information from the internal knowledge base. For example, a customer service chatbot retrieving detail about product stock levels, recent shipping policies, or customer specific orders from the company database to answer customer queries in real time. Then comes moving on to personalized content generation. In this kind of use cases, content creation for personalized emails, articles, or reports. How it works with RAG. RAG can pull from customer data or existing knowledge base to generate personalized content based on an individual preference or a past behavior. This can be useful for marketing campaign, personalized learning, or content creation for specific audience. For example, generating personalized marketing emails that refer past purchases, product preference, or local events by retrieving information about the company's customer data. Then moving on to medical diagnosis system. In this the use case is assisting healthcare professional with diagnosing conditions based on patient symptoms and medical history. How exactly it works? RAG can retrieve relevant medical papers, its clinical questions, or the case studies based on the patient input, example symptoms, medical history, and generate potential diagnosis and treatment suggestions. For example, a doctor asking an AI system what all the latest treatment for type 2 diabetes. The system retrieves relevant research paper or clinical trial and generates a list of most recent treatment options. Code generation and debugging. In this, the type of use cases is assisting developers for generating code snippets or debugging issues in software projects. How it works. RAG can retrieve code from open source response repositories or internal documents to assist in coding tasks. This can also generate explanation or suggestion based on the specific coding problems. Example: a developer asks the AI system, "How do I integrate a payment gateway in Python?" The system retrieves relevant code snippets and generates a tailored solution. Moving on, and legal document analysis. As part of this, assisting a lawyer and legal professional in reviewing a large volume of local text contracts or case laws. How exactly it works in RAG can pull relevant in section from law documents and case studies, which can then be used to generate summarized summaries or insight specific to the law queries. Example could be a lawyer ask the system what all the common clause in rental contracts in California. The system retrieves a summarized common terms, risk, and condition based on legal database. As part of another use case, another category, the education and tutoring use case, personalized tutoring system that adapts the learner's need. How it works: RAG can retrieve relevant educational contents based on the student's current level or specific needs, then generate summarized explanation lessons or quizzes. Example: a student asks, "Can you explain a Pythagoras theorem?" The system retrieves relevant explanation and examples and generation tailored response to the student learning system or difficult level. Then moving on to research assistance. In this, helping researchers find relevant papers, articles, and data for specific topic or hypothesis. How exactly it works? RAG can retrieve relevant research papers, patent, and data set from the scientific database and summarize key insight or result that are related to the research queries. Example: a researcher asks the system what are the latest ad- advancement in quantum computing. The system retrieve up-to-date research paper and generate a summary of the key findings. Now coming to last but not the least one, that is e-commerce research and recommendation. As part of this use case, improving the product search and recommendation system for e-commerce website. How exactly RAG helps? RAG can enhance product research by retrieving relevant product descriptions, reviews, or specifications from the database, and generally tailored recommendations or product description. For example, shoppers ask which smartphone are the best for photography under dollar 500. The system retrieves the latest review and specs, then generate a list of a top product recommendation. These are the different use cases of RAG system. So there are some limitation and challenges as part of RAG, which would I would be discussing in detail in subsequent sessions. And it could be quality of retrieved information, the challenges, then real-time retrieval challenges, and integration of retrieved information, and some of the bias retrieved data and all. So thank you for attending this session. Thank you.